What's going on, guys? It's Randall Branch Media, man. Welcome back. Another episode of Road to 8%, episode 3. It was an impromptu episode. And I went to Planet Fitness this morning. Nobody was in there, so I decided to get my tripod out from my locker and record. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't get everything. I got some stuff on my tripod, and then one of the guys was in there. He recorded some sets too, and you could probably tell which ones were tripod work and which ones somebody was holding the camera. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Episode 3 is a chest and arms workout that I did this morning. It was a good workout. I mean, not chest and arms, tripping. It was a back and delts. I got chest and arms tomorrow, which I'm gonna record at West Coast, and that's gonna be episode 4. This was back and delts with focus. So hope you guys enjoy the video, man. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Just getting started, man. Let's get to it, man. I will have my program up on randallbranchco.com when this video comes out, actually, because it's gonna be up Monday at 6 p.m. So I will have Project Separation, which is gonna be my first program I'm releasing. And I'll drop a full video explaining what Project Separation is, but basically it's exactly what it sounds like. It's separating yourself from the sea of average gym goers, man. We want different results. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of studying on, you know, what it takes to build an elite natural physique. And there's a lot of confusion about like volume and intensity. And some people think that, you know, the gym training isn't functional, so they start doing a whole bunch of hybrid stuff, and some people go too far. And so I put together what I think is a good program, I should say. And I named it Project Separation. This is the program I'm running that's gonna help me separate myself from the sea of, you know, people that go to the gym. And I believe if you guys implement this program in your life, it'll help you guys too. I know a lot of people don't care about programs, but all it is just structure. And I believe structure is important no matter what we do in life, if it's available. If it's not available for us, then it's good to just go and see where things go. You know what I'm saying? But if there's information out there that'll help you navigate, you know, your way to get to where you want to get to faster, then in my head, and hopefully in your head, it makes sense to take advantage of that. So putting together this program, Project Separation, Monday, 6 p.m., randallbranchco.com, under physical wellness, you know, on my website. So yeah, I just want to add that in, man. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And we'll be back on Thursday with episode 4. And that will be the chest and arms. So again, back with focus, with the delts. Hope you guys enjoy it, man.
So right here, I decided to start off with, you know, some with focus work. Like I said in the beginning, I decided to do some underhand rows. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling too great at first. I had to play around with it. Sometimes with machines like this, when I'm new to a gym or I'm new to a machine, I need to figure out whether I want to go unilateral, whether I want to just, you know, do a regular where I'm hitting both arms at the same time. So I opted to go unilateral with this, but it took me a little bit to find the weight. But once I found the weight, it started moving pretty well. So this was the first movement we did today. So we did our top sets. Now we're gonna do our back off sets. So as you guys follow along my journey, you'll notice that I like to do volume. You know, volume is important for me. I like volume, I like intensity, recovery, all that. If you get Project Separation, you'll see how I outline it. But, you know, volume is important. So I like top sets and I like back off sets. After I do my top sets that are usually between the 3 to 7 rep range, I'll do a back off set that has a little bit more reps in it. I'm not sure how many reps I got right here, but, you know, unlike when I'm at my home gym and I have everything outlined, like the weights that I'm using and progressive overloading and stuff. Like right here, I'm having to figure out on the fly like where I'm at. So things aren't exactly on point, at Planet Fitness, where I'm just trying machines out and things of that nature. But we had a good workout. But yeah, so back off sets right here, taking a little bit of rest, and then we'll get right into the right arm. So as today is a with focus day, we got straight into some neutral grip, close grip pull downs. I love these. I am 6'2", which isn't extremely tall, but I am taller than average. So arms are a little long. So when I do these, I like to sit on the floor, get good leverage, and make sure I'm getting a full stretch at the top. You guys, you guys let me know. I mean, and obviously we'll figure things out as we go, but even though fitness is a big part of my life and I really do like the gym, like I'm not trying to turn this into just a complete like science based, like I got a lot that Randall Branch entails, it's not just fitness. So I am a little nerdy with this fitness stuff, but I don't want to get too far into it where you guys just expect strictly fitness content from me. So I mean, we'll kind of play it out by ear and we'll see, what the audience is liking, but definitely do want to help you guys with fitness and document my journey, but don't expect this to be like on like some Jeff Nipper type stuff. Shout out to that guy, but there's more to me than just that. So I just wanted to say that real quick. Like I mentioned before, after I do a couple top sets on a movement, I'll get into some back off sets where I'm focusing on some different stuff. I'll do isometric holds. Shout out to Beast Mode Jones again. I shouted in my last video. He's natural, guys, and he's one of my favorite, bodybuilders because he trains high volume as well. So I'll do some isometric holds, which I got from him. And then sometimes I'll do some drop sets. It just depends. I didn't do any isometric holds right here, but, sometimes on my back off sets I do. But this is just a straight back off set. And as you guys can see, I'm focusing on making sure I'm keeping a neutral spine. I'm making sure I'm pulling with my elbows, I should say. And I make sure I'm getting a good stretch, man. This was a good workout. It was a good exercise. And it felt good, so that's what matters. So today is back in delt. So we got into some delt works. And this was some 45s. And it was like moving, but the dumbbells were so big. And when there's like these huge dumbbells, sometimes it's hard for me because like, I don't know, bro. Like, y'all, if y'all work out, I mean, obviously y'all work out because y'all watching this video, but y'all know how it be sometimes. You just get like awkward sized dumbbells. So I dropped to the 40s and you can see my form got a little bit better. I want to add, even though I am dropping my project separation, I am also going to be opening up the idea of doing some custom plans for you guys as well. I know some of you guys reached out to me and you guys said you guys like my expertise with training and how I train, but I want to make sure that even if you don't have access to the equipment that's on the plan, or maybe like, for instance, like me, like I don't work at 9 to 5. Like right now I'm doing my thing full time. I shouldn't say right now, I should say for my life because that's what it is. But, I do my thing full time. So when I push and when I preach, high volume training, and I'm talking about, having a very active lifestyle, and you're just looking at my outline, you might not be able to directly, copy some of the things I do. You might have a different type of lifestyle, and that's where I'll open up the option of having a custom plan where we kind of look at where we could add some volume or some training or some extra steps into your actual lifestyle, and we can make it work for you, because I understand that not everybody could just directly copy what I'm doing. So custom plans will be available under the wellness section of randallbranchco.com as well. And right here, I'm getting into some back offsets, like I mentioned. And you could kind of tell, like, the way I do my laterals is a little different than most. But, if you look at my shoulders, you know, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And then from there, I got right into some drop sets. And this was actually feeling pretty good. Y'all can see it moving well. And I'm just focusing on, making sure I'm bringing it up to the level I like to bring it up to. Making sure I'm holding at the top for a slight little half second. And then controlling on the way down. So, I really do love doing laterals. It's one of my favorite exercises to do. We got straight into some shrugs. Ladies, I'm going to give y'all a pass. But fellas, we got to be hitting our shrugs. It's too many dudes I meet that are anti-shrugs because they don't want to get big and bulky, and I'm not trying to hear all that, bro. Hit the shrugs. It's good for your upper back. It's good for your posture. It gives you a good shape, man. It works the neck a little bit, gives you a little bit of thickness on the neck. I mean, look at that. And I like to do heavy shrugs, usually Smith shrugs, but I'm at Planet Fitness, so if you look, you can see the 75s are vacant right now. That's me. I got the 75s. I sat down and I just shrugged out. Because I'm doing a lighter weight, I did it nice and slow and held at the top for a little bit longer. And then if you notice at the end, I kind of start squeezing them out. But usually I'll go heavier on my thickness focused back day. I'll do heavy shrugs. And on my width focused back day, I'll do more like Kelso shrugs where it's a little lighter. But, I'm focusing on isometric holds like I mentioned earlier and things of that nature. But yeah, man, we all should be hitting our shrugs, fellas. And ladies, y'all get a pass, but hopefully y'all still doing back and delts, you know what I'm saying? I was just working on finding different angles for you guys because I usually don't record like this. So I'm still working on getting comfortable with doing it. And I know around this time, some dude walked in the frame and he thought I was going to get mad or something. But, I don't care about stuff like that at all, so.
You good, bro? You good, bro?
I should mention right now, y'all seeing me, I don't think y'all can really see the cuts, but y'all can see I'm pretty lean right now. But I'm still between 12 and 13% body fat. So 8%, obviously the journey that I'm on, we're getting shredded, guys. So, I'm cutting calories and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you guys some more diet stuff, some more nutrition stuff coming up pretty soon. But, I'm feeling lean. I'm looking lean, but it's time to get shredded, y'all. I want more. And that's the whole point, man. It's wanting more out of life, out of fitness, out of business, out of personal growth, out of everything I got going on. I want to squeeze it out. So that's what we got going on, man. Right here, I did this, but I noticed that this was a little wide. And because I'm focusing on width, and I'm getting a little nerdy, y'all, but this is more like thickness right here. I wanted to keep more of like that neutral grip, that close grip feel. And I forgot that this machine does come out a little bit wide. So a movement like this, I would do on my thickness day because this is more like Terry's Major. So this would be a good movement to do on a thickness day. So I skipped this and I went over to some pullovers, some cable pullovers. But as you can see, man, it's moving good. It's just not what I wanted to do today. So we got straight into some pullovers and my boy was able to record for me. Check out the form, y'all. This is the way I like to do them. This is the way I believe most of us should be doing them. Hinge as if we were going to be doing an RDO, right? Keeping the back, as neutral as possible. Not coming up and kind of swaying with it. There's not a lot of leeway. The back staying straight, and you could get an amazing stretch at the top. So this is how I did them. They felt really good. I did like 2 sets of these, and they were feeling really good, man. Shout out to my guy for recording me. Definitely easier than a tripod, but we'll do what works depending on the situation. So. And even on width focus days, I still need to include some upper back, some type of thickness work. So even on thickness focus days, I still need to include some sort of width work. If not, then people would be like, well, you're still hitting back, but then I would technically only be hitting that portion of my back once a week, which goes against the volume that I mentioned before. So it does get a little complicated just a little bit, but not really. And I tell you guys, my 3 keys to win in life is daily consistency, keeping things simple, and controlling the controllables. So something like this, it might seem like, oh, well, that's not as simple, but I make it as simple as it possibly can be, man. Working out is a little bit more intricate and a little bit more difficult than I think most people make it seem. Especially as you get older and as you mature, you realize that there's much more to it than you thought at the beginning when you first started. But we're still keeping it as simple as possible, y'all. You know what it is.
Randall Brands Media. Impromptu episode 3. Road to 8%. Of course, the first video I recorded cut my face off. So the first clip, I should say. I'll be working on it.
I could have done a little bit better keeping my elbows in, and that's something that I'm working on. Like I tell y'all, bro, I'm not perfect, but I'm pursuing excellence. So always looking to get better, but understanding I'll never be perfect. But, something I do a lot is sometimes flare my elbows out, and that's something I need to work on. Real talk, sometimes I just be looking around, making sure I'm being aware of my environment just because of where I'm from, and, the way I was raised. So, never staring at folks, but definitely want to be aware of, what's going on around me. So sometimes I'll be doing that. People just be staring at me for no reason. I let it rock out, but, just be making sure I know what's going on around me, y'all. That's all that is.
Woke up today ready to get it.
I did pretty good making sure I kept my elbows in on this set because I was mindful of the fact that I didn't do a good job on the previous set. This was a back off set, but yeah, man, this was the last thing I finished off of. Front delts I usually put at the end of my workout because I prioritize my back and my side and rear delts before front. But yeah, man, this is the end. A little something different, a little voiceover. Let me know how you guys like this in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you like the video. And we'll be back with episode 4 on Thursday, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. Randall Branch Media, man. We checking out.